G'day, it's Richard. If you just landed your first construction job and you're about to start next week, this video might save you from getting cut before Friday. I'm going to walk you through the 5 mistakes I see beginners make in their first week on site, the ones that get you sent home early or just not called back. And if you stay till the end, I'll give you a quick survival checklist you can screenshot and keep on your phone. Let's get into it. Right, quick context. This one's for anyone starting their first week on a building site. Maybe you got hired as a labourer, maybe you're helping out a tradie, doesn't matter. What matters is this: the first week is a test. Your boss isn't just watching if you can work, they're watching if you're worth keeping. And the truth is, most people who get let go in the first week, it's not because they're weak or slow, it's because they make one of these 5 mistakes and they don't even realise it. So let's make sure that's not you. Mistake number 1, showing up late, or worse, not showing up at all without a text. Here's what happens. You get the job, you're excited. First day comes and maybe you sleep through your alarm, or the train's delayed, or you just underestimate how long it takes to get there. You rock up 20 minutes late. Or even worse, you don't show up and you don't send a message. Why do beginners do this? Honestly, nerves. Or they think, it's just the first day, they'll understand. But here's what your boss is thinking. If they can't show up on time on day 1, when they're supposed to be keen as, what's it going to be like in a month? Construction starts early, 6, 6:30, sometimes earlier. If the team's waiting on you to unlock the site or to help unload, you've already cost them time and money, and time is everything on site. How do you avoid this? Simple. Set 2 alarms. Leave earlier than you think you need to. If you're going to be late, text your boss the second you know, even if it's 5 minutes. Say, running late, train's delayed, be there by 6:20. That's it. They won't love it, but they'll respect that you communicated. And if something happens and you genuinely can't make it, call. Don't text. Call. Explain, apologise, and tell them when you'll be there next. That's the difference between getting cut and getting a second chance. Mistake number 2, phone addiction and disappearing. You're on site, it's smoko. You check your phone, no worries. But then you're back at it and you're still on your phone. Or you disappear for 10 minutes and no one knows where you are. You're in the Portaloo, you're sitting in your car, you're just gone. Why do beginners do this? Because site work is full on. It's loud, it's tiring, and your brain wants a break. So you check Instagram, you reply to a message, and before you know it, 5 minutes turns into 15. But here's what the tradies see. Someone who's not committed. Someone who's hiding. And on a small crew, if you're not around, someone else has to pick up your slack. That pisses people off fast. How do you avoid this? Put your phone in your bag or your car, not in your pocket. If you need it for the time or for your boss to call you, fine, but keep it on silent and only check it at breaks. And if you need to step away, toilet, whatever, tell someone. Just say, hey, just ducking to the loo, back in 2. That's it. No one cares that you need a break. They care that you vanished without a word. Stay visible, stay present. Now, before I hit mistake number 3, I want to say this. The next one is the one that catches most people, even the ones who think they're doing fine. It's subtle, but it costs you trust faster than anything else. Let's go. Mistake number 3, not listening, or pretending you understood when you didn't. Here's the scenario. The tradie tells you to grab the 4-inch screws from the van and bring them over. You nod, you walk off, and you come back with the wrong thing. Or you don't come back at all, because you didn't know what a 4-inch screw looks like, and you were too embarrassed to ask. Why do beginners do this? Because you don't want to look dumb. You don't want to ask the same question twice. You think, I'll figure it out. But mate, here's the thing. Tradies would rather you ask 10 questions than waste their time doing it wrong. When you pretend you know, and you don't, here's what they think. This bloke's not listening. I can't trust him with anything. And once that trust is gone, you're done. You'll get the easiest jobs, the boring jobs, and eventually, no jobs. How do you avoid this? Repeat the instruction back. If they say, grab the 4-inch screws, you say, yep, 4-inch screws from the van, got it. If you don't know what something is, ask. Sorry mate, which ones are the 4-inch? No one's going to judge you for asking, but they will judge you for wasting their time. And if you're still not sure, ask them to show you once. Can you show me real quick so I get it right? That's not weakness, that's smart. Listen, confirm, ask. That's the pattern. Mistake number 4. Ignoring basic safety and having the wrong PPE mindset. You show up, you've got your boots, maybe a high-vis, but you're not wearing your hard hat because no one else is. Or you're not wearing gloves because it's just for a minute. Or you're walking under a load, or you're standing where you shouldn't be, and someone has to yell at you to move. Why do beginners do this? Because you don't know the risks yet. Everything looks fine to you. And maybe you see some of the older blokes not wearing full PPE, and you think, if they're not, why should I? But here's what your boss sees. A liability. Someone who's going to get hurt, or worse, hurt someone else. And if you get injured in your first week because you weren't wearing the right gear, that's on you. But it's also a massive headache for them. So they'd rather just not have you there. How do you avoid this? Wear your PPE, all of it. Hard hat, gloves, safety glasses if you're told to, boots, high-vis. Every single time. Even if it feels like overkill. And pay attention to where you're standing. If you don't know if an area is safe, ask. Is it alright if I stand here? That's a good question. And if someone tells you to move or to put something on, don't argue, just do it. Safety's not negotiable, and the blokes who've been on site for years, they've seen what happens when it goes wrong. So just listen. Mistake number 5, and this is the big one. Bad attitude. Complaining, arguing, acting like you know better, getting defensive when someone corrects you, or just being miserable to be around. Maybe you're soaking about the heat, or the early start, or the fact that the work's harder than you thought. Or someone gives you feedback and you take it personally and you snap back. Disapproving. Why do beginners do this? Because construction's tough. It's physical, it's repetitive, and when you're new, you're doing the jobs no one else wants to do. So yeah, it's frustrating. But here's the reality. No one cares. Everyone's tired. Everyone's sore. And if you're the one complaining, you're the one bringing the mood down. And here's what kills me. I've seen blokes who are good workers, strong, reliable, get let go because they just had a shit attitude. They'd argue over little things, they'd roll their eyes, they'd make snide comments, and eventually the boss just says, not worth it. How do you avoid this? Keep your head down and your mouth shut for the first 2 weeks. I said this in the last episode and I'll say it again. Don't complain, don't argue, don't try to be funny or clever. Just work, listen, and be easy to deal with. If someone corrects you, say, yep, got it, cheers. That's it. No excuses, no explanations. After 2 weeks, once they know you're solid, you can relax a bit. But in the beginning, just be the easy option. Because when it comes time to decide who stays and who goes, they're keeping the ones who make their life easier, not harder. Alright, so that's your 5. Late or no-show, phone and disappearing, not listening, ignoring safety, and bad attitude. Those are the killers. But let me give you something you can actually use right now. First week survival checklist. Screenshot this if you need to. 1. Set 2 alarms and leave early. Better to be 30 minutes early than 5 minutes late. 2. Phone in your bag, not your pocket. Only check it at breaks. 3. Repeat instructions back and ask if you don't know. No one's judging you for asking. 4. Wear all your PPE, every time. Hard hat, gloves, boots, high-vis, glasses if needed. 5. Keep a good attitude. Don't complain, don't argue, just work and listen. 6. If you need to step away, tell someone. Even if it's just for 2 minutes. 7. Say yes to everything in week 1. Unless it's unsafe, just do it. Show them you're keen. That's it, 7 things. Do those and you'll make it through week 1 and probably week 2, and before you know it, you're part of the crew. All right, mate, that's the episode. If this helped, drop a comment and let me know. Which mistake have you seen someone make, or which one are you worried about? I read every comment, and honestly, I learn from them too. And if you've got mates starting in construction soon, send them this. It might save them a job. Next episode, I'm talking about how to move up from labourer to something better, and what that actually looks like in real time. Not in 5 years, not in theory, but in the first 6 months. You're going to want to hear that one. Cheers for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.